Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let's start the structure of metal. Now we know that the metal atoms are arranged in definite patterns, जिसमें free electrons roaming कर रहे होते हैं about the crystal lattice. So we can say that the metal may be regarded as an assembly of the positively charged spheres of identical radii. Actually, these spheres are packed together in order to fill the space as completely as possible. तो जब हम बात कर रहे हैं closed packing की, हम ये suppose कर लेते हैं कि जो metal atoms हैं, these are like hard spherical balls. So let's take 12 balls and pack them in a box like this. We can see that there are large spaces here. The spaces during the packing are quite large. We can say that this arrangement shows that they are not much closely packed. Now, actually, it is the tendency of the balls to have closed pack arrangement. As we can see now, we have smaller spacing. So it all means that these metal balls, the metal spheres, arrange themselves in such a way to have smaller spacing, or it is their tendency to have a closely packed arrangement of spheres. Now let's see that how various unit cells of the crystal lattice are developed. हम imagine करते हैं कि हमारे पास 3 balls हैं which are joined together in one plane, और हम एक 4th ball इसमें insert करने लगे हैं. Actually, this 4th ball is inserted in the space created by the other 3. Actually, ये हमारी first layer है of 3 balls. This first layer is having 3 spheres. 4th ball, which is going to be the second layer, it will actually be placed in this depression created by the first 3 balls. Actually, these depressions are called as interstices or cervixes or voids. जब ये 4th ball as a second layer place की जा रही है on the first layer having 3 balls, it will form a tetrahedral site. So there is a formation of a tetrahedral site due to the 4th ball which is being added or placed in the depression created by the 3 balls. In this first figure, we have a layer of closely packed spheres. Actually, there are 11 balls here, and this is actually our first layer. We can see the spaces or the interstices or the depressions. They are very clear in this layer. अब हम इस पे एक second layer रखने लगे हैं balls की. In this figure B, we can see there is addition of a second layer which is sitting in the depressions between the lower layer as close together as they can. Look at the figure A. These were the spaces, the depressions, the cervixes in the layer A. इन depressions पे हमने एक second layer रख दी balls की. This is our second layer. Now what happens? जब हमने इन depressions पे अपनी second layer रखी, we have 2 types of depressions. Actually, when the balls of the second layer are arranged, all the depressions of the first layer are not occupied. Now there are 2 types of depression as A and B. Let this be depressions of type B and let this be the depressions of type A. The depressions marked B are not occupied by the second layer, and we can see the ground from looking at the top through these depressions named as B. जो नई depressions create हुई हैं, इनको हमने A से mark किया है. These new depressions are created by the second layer. Through the depression A, we cannot see the ground, but what we can see? These are the balls of the first layer. So जब हमने first layer के ऊपर second layer रख दी, तो हमारे पास 2 तरह की depressions हैं, जिनको हमने A और B से mark किया. जब हम depressions B को देखते हैं, we can see the ground. और जब हम depressions A को देखते हैं, we can only see the first layer, this one. So there are two types of depression. Now the discussion here is, अब हम इस पे third layer रखने लगे हैं. So it is clear from all this discussion so far कि third layer of balls can be placed over the depressions A or the depressions B, which means we have two possibilities. Third layer depressions A पे भी रखी जा सकती है और depressions B पे भी. Look at this figure C. We are adding a third layer directly over the bottom layer. This third layer that is resulting in hexagonal close packing is formed when the atoms of the third layer are arranged in such a way that they occupy the depressions created by the second layer, that is the A type depressions. यानी अगर हम A type depressions पे अपनी third layer रख रहे हैं तो हमारे पास कुछ इस तरह की packing है, which is called as the hexagonal close packing, which will be discussed later on detail as well. Similarly, if we place our third layer over the depressions marked as B, then the atoms of the third layer will not lie directly above those of the atoms of the first layer. This type of pattern will result in cubic close packing, which is also called as ABC, whereas hexagonal close packing is ABA, ABA, so on. So from the figure B, हमने ये decide किया था कि third layer depressions A पे भी रखी जा सकती है और depressions B पे भी. अगर third layer interstices which are marked B पर रखी जाए, then the figure will be like this, having cubic close packing. Whereas if the third layer is placed over the depressions which are marked as A, then we will have this type of figure having hexagonal close packing. So the ABC layers are quite clear now. So finally we'll be discussing hexagonal close packing and cubic close packing. Very clear from the figure that cubic close packing is actually a packing which results when the third layer is not directly above those of the atoms of the first layer. This is also called ABC, ABC, or 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, so on. It's quite clear from the figure that if it is layer A, this is B, this is C. When they are placed together, such type of packing results. Whereas in the case of hexagonal close packing, this is layer A, this is B, and this is again A, as both of these are similar. So this type of packing results when the third layer is placed over the A-type surfaces. It can be called as or written as A, B, so on, or 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, so on. As we can see, as in this type of packing, the third layer are arranged in such a way that they occupy the depressions created by the second layer, that is the A-type surfaces. Then these atoms will directly lie above the atoms of the first layer. In the cubic close packing, the balls of 4th, 7th and 10th layer will be in front of each other. Whereas in the case of hexagonal close packing, the balls of 3rd, 5th and 7th layers will be in front of each other. That was all about structure of metals. Now let's discuss the last topic of chapter number 4, that is determination of Avogadro's number. We know that Avogadro's number can be calculated in various different ways. एक accurate method to determine the Avogadro's number is based on the study of crystalline solids. इस method के through Avogadro's number मालूम करने के लिए we must know the volume of 1 gram mole of a crystalline solid and the distance between its atom or ions in the crystal lattice. यानी हमें दो चीजें पता होनी चाहिए. Firstly, the volume of 1 mole of the crystalline solid, and secondly, we must know the distance between its atoms or ions. Now the volume can be determined by knowing the density, while the spaces between the atoms or the ions can be measured by the X-ray study method. So with the help of the density, we can calculate the volume for the 1 mole of the crystalline solid, and by the X-rays we can determine or measure the spaces between the atoms or the ions in the crystal lattice, and hence we can do the calculations to determine the Avogadro's number.